We're always told to sort of get these quick results right now, make progress, see change, get success. But what if I told you to play the long game, take the high road, and be patient? And I've been sitting on this video for a while. It's been ready. And it's something that I've had to be patient with because I've wanted to create it. But I realised that there was other factors where I was not in the headspace, in the right mind to create. So I have to be patient with myself, my health, and go, do you know what? Let's give it a while. Let's play the long game. Because patience is power in life. A lot of the time, all the time now, heavy media. There's a microwave culture of people where we are conditioned to sort of want things now. Stick it in the microwave, 30 seconds, bang, instead of sticking it in the oven for an hour. This is with, like I said before, our success, results, and even our attention. Your attention to me, my attention to you, your attention in a group, your attention with someone speaking one-on-one with you or in a group. It's ultimately your level of focus and what you're actually willing to listen to. In life, though, really, one thing we've got to learn is that if we want to make a real impact, it's going to take time. If I relate it to football, one thing I love doing, when you sign a new player, rarely is this player pulling up trees straight away. They're not. They're getting familiar with the league, with the team, with the players, with the club, with their surroundings, with where they're living. It's a complete different lifestyle change. And then when they come into form, it's after a couple of months or a year where they've taken that time to go, I've learned all what I need to know. Now I'm really ready to make that impact. And it's the same with everyone. Sometimes the moment that you think you sort of want won't appear because you haven't worked for it. But sometimes as well is that a moment can stick around until you are able to work for it. And then you don't lose that opportunity. But sometimes you might. Patience is powerful because it enforces discipline. My favourite word in the world. It enforces discipline. And it sparks the saying of, I can wait, but I'm not going to lose focus. And that's the main thing you need to know. You can't get these results and change like that. It takes time, and you've got to have that discipline and desire where you won't lose that focus. You put yourself on a plan, and it's a guide to success. But it is the game of patience where it's not going to happen overnight. With the example I've used every single video, the gym. I've been going for 8 months, and there's still more to do, still more to progress. And with the gym, you never get to where you want to be. You don't. And while some people suffer with body dysmorphia, I don't. The one thing I will say is that I'm nowhere near where I want to be. And I'm fine with that because I'm being patient. I'm playing the long game. And I've told myself that if you keep doing what you're doing, if you keep working hard, you'll get there. You'll get there quicker than others. Some people will get there quicker than you because their plan might be more optimal or efficient or they might have more time. But one thing I'll say with time is that time is how you use it. It's not how much time you get. We both train for an hour, and I'm taking better rests, longer rests. I'm using my time more effectively than overtraining, doing more exercises, and not resting my muscles to really push harder and get to where I want to be. It's all about how we use our time rather than what the limit is set and put on us. How can we trust progress if we're not seeing it? And some wins, they come from underground first. And this is from the mental side, where little wins you won't even know you've won is your own emotional control. This could be with interactions with people, sort of your eating habits, where you might have sort of developed this thing where, like, you don't want to snack anymore. You're not overeating. It's now just sort of built into you that that's not you anymore. And this is all sort of this emotional control where you tell yourself, like, hang on, this is not us anymore. And whilst we are still ourselves, whilst we're still the same personality and character that we've always carried, our habits have changed. And this is from control. This is from our mindset. We wake up every day. We've got a plan. We've got ideas. We've got reasons for what we're doing. If someone asks you, why are you doing this? You can tell them. But you can also just go, do you know what? It doesn't actually matter what I'm doing, because I'm worrying about myself. You can worry about yourself. And once you create this shift in your control of your life, in your mind, it creates this clarity that we've discussed lots of times. But when you sort of reach that clarity in life, a lot of answers that you didn't have before come to you, get solved, get put on the paper. And then it's how you use them answers to keep reshaping your life. You might think, do you know what? Nothing's happening. I'm not seeing any change. But it's like when you used to load into like the old COD lobbies and it would take ages because it keeps just coming out with different text, like verifying account, authorizing account, blah, 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 blah. It's the same with our bodies and our lives. We are just recalibrating the server. And we're loading in to our highest potential, our highest level, our highest performance. And it will take time. The long game doesn't reward urgency. It rewards endurance. You see it with race drivers. Formula One, they like going fast. Their whole point is single-seater, racing, fast as they can, win. And you'll get some drivers that struggle to make that step. However, what they might be strong with is endurance racing at Le Mans, 24 hours. And it's what you see where sometimes with their mentality, the long game might just be for them. And I'm not saying that Formula One drivers don't have the same mentality. I'm just saying that when you put the work in, you're able to recalibrate your mind to go, I can endure the pain for longer and get the results I want. There's also a delay in denial where just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it never will. And we always sort of get on our own back and we go, I just want to win. I just want to win. And Like I said earlier, if we put the work in, these wins will wait for us. They will. It's like we're in the Premier League, where Man City were beating Liverpool every season, but Klopp was building his team. And then when he got to the year where he built his team, his super team, he won. And yes, it took 5 years. Yes, maybe with different investment to the project, it could have been quicker. But it didn't matter, because the goal was to win. And there was no period set on it, and they won. And it's the same with ourselves, where we go, why am I not winning? But sometimes the delay needs to happen to sort of see the special moment in that win. And if we rush into instant wins, like gambling, we might miss something. We might miss something where even when they weren't winning Liverpool, they still got to watch, arguably, the greatest winger in Premier League history, Salah, pull up them numbers every season. And it makes it even more special where his achievements were looked on even greater because he was achieving that and they weren't winning the title. He was getting his individual wins, yes. But these stats would not have been talked about if the club also won. But because he did so well, they were in hearts going like, wow, that was special. And like I said, things takes time. Because it's all about falling in love with the process. Something that Mikel Arteta has potentially done for too long at Arsenal. He came in 2020 and said, trust the process, guys. Well, it's now 2025, almost 2026, and they are still trusting said process, which is hilarious. However, like I said, they're playing the long game, so who knows? This year could be their year. One thing about Arteta that I will tell you that is that he loves the craft. He loves his work. He loves systematic play. And over time, that has become his ally, his strength. And where you'd see it as most people quitting, or most people quitting on him, like the ownership, the club, the fans, people still have belief that they will get the result at the end of the road. And like with Liverpool, who couldn't win, when you then win, when you've put the work in on the high road and you win, you create a lasting success where you fall in love with the craft. You fall in love with the boredom, the hard, the suffering. You get your quiet wins. And then you bring it all together and you get to where you want to be by working hard and not just sticking your ready meal into the microwave.